How y'all doing?
Hi everyone, my name is Car. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute. For that, I'm so sorry. My life has been feeling a little unorganized as far as like trying to manage everything, but I think I have some flexibility, and with that flexibility I can finally make a YouTube video. I've been wanting to make this video for a while because granted I've been doing photography since 2023, but this year and going forward I do want this to grow into a career for me. I'm still in the early stages as far as like building a career within photography. Along that journey I'm learning things that has helped me improve and grow, things that I feel like are pivotal, especially early on in this stage. So I made a list of 8 things and I wrote them down because I like to write. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go over each point. This year and going forward, I wanted to be consistent with photo shoots, which I've been doing. I've been doing almost 1 to 2 photo shoots each month, sometimes more. I've been doing really good with that, but I've noticed that I'm just snapping a photo rather than like snapping the photo and seeing whether or not my vision has been captured, if that makes sense. Because oftentimes I'll come back from a shoot and while there's good photos from that shoot, I feel like I didn't capture the vision that I'm going for. Now sometimes certain photo shoots that I've done, they're ideas that clients had that they wanted to accomplish, and even then for those I feel like I didn't accomplish their vision in a way that we both saw it. Going forward, I really need to be mindful and take my time too. I feel like I rush when I take photos. When I am doing a photo shoot, there's so much in my mind to make sure like I have everything set up and everything with me, and that the model is prepared, or if they need any help, and making sure I have my stuff prepared, on top of like setting up my tripod for behind the scenes and like stuff to make reels with. So it's just like so much that goes into it that I feel like I forget to even be intentional. I feel like there's only been maybe 2 or 3 photo shoots out of the several ones I've done this year where I have been intentional. I feel like this kind of contradicts each other, but what I mean is sometimes you'll have like a vision in mind, you and the model are working together, and the both of y'all like produce something better than what you imagined or things like that, and that's okay. And also too, for me personally, I feel like the images I have in my head have to be exact into a T as I'm like constructing it. I feel like the reason I put this down is because when I take photos or whenever I do photo shoots and I have like concepts that don't come out the way I picture them, I feel like I did a bad job. But if anything, I feel like it's helping me notice like details in the photo where I can improve it. So like let's say like the shadows or highlights are off, like I know how to better like go about that once I do the next photo shoot. If anything, if like a photo doesn't come out as you imagined, or if like a photo shoot doesn't end up the way you wanted it to be, just really take it as a learning lesson. Make sure to prevent certain mistakes or certain things in the future for those photo shoots. I know like they say comparison is a thief of joy, which is true. I know it's not good to compare yourself to other photographers or just in general to compare yourself, but I feel like with me personally, when I see photographers and I see photos that showcase how I want to present my work and how I want to brand my photography, it does make me question whether or not I should really do photography or if I should pivot to somewhere else. It's best to compare your work, your old work, to your current work rather than comparing your work to other photographers. I feel like comparing yourself to other people isn't gonna do you any good. It's just gonna cause harm. It's good to compare your old work to your current work and see the progress you've made, and that also helps motivate you to continue doing what you're doing, because it shows that there's potential. It shows that you are picking up on previous mistakes you've made and you're applying those corrections to like things you're doing currently. I've never really had an issue with taking criticism. I feel like sometimes, even when people are going about it nicely, when I'm being critiqued on stuff, I do tend to take it negatively. Internally, I'm like, oh, like I did bad, or like it kind of feels like rejection in a sense, which that's more so just a personal thing that has nothing to do with the person critiquing me or anything like that. Over time, once I've like calmed my emotions down, I'm like, okay, like this person, they were right, like this will help me be a better photographer. On top of receiving criticism, just also be willing to learn. I recently went back and learned the foundations of like the camera. I read a book about lighting. I want to like look into composition, because lighting and composition are like the main things I get critiqued on a lot. Watching videos and reading resources on that to help me better my work. I think once I get those, like I can be the photographer that I've imagined myself to be. And even like seasoned photographers or like professional photographers, whatever you want to call them, they still read resources, they still learn, they still pick up like certain habits that they can apply to their process. Really, learning is never ending, and that's great. It shows that like there's always something new to look forward to and something new to try, rather than sticking to the same thing. Along with me being consistent with my photography, I have been opening myself up more to working with like models, and I've been utilizing Facebook groups where I join groups of photographers and models within my area. I'm from the Atlanta area, and so if you haven't done that, I recommend doing it. Also joining group chats. I'm in a group chat on Instagram as well, so I've been trying to use that one more. I've been trying to work with new people to help build my portfolio and to also help them out as well. There's a thing called trade for print, where the photographer will take the photos, the model gets the photos in return, and they can apply those photos to their portfolio. I feel like that's been really good with building my portfolio this year. I haven't met any clients that have been problems or anything like that, but I can tell based off certain clients that I've worked with that like I don't think we'll be working together in the future. And again, nothing bad has happened with me and these clients. It's more so just like the energy and the vibes, and that's okay. And this is not a diss to anybody that I've worked with either. I'm sure we're all gonna find our people, and also too, that's really what networking is about. It's kind of like dating around to find your collaborative partners. I'm sure they're all in the same boat as well, trying to find like their preferred photographer or preferred stylist, all that jazz. I know this point kind of like clicked with me recently, and it also ties back onto the very first point about shooting with intention. And I feel like what's caused me not to shoot with intention is having an overloaded mood board. When you're like first making a mood board, there's nothing wrong with like adding as many photos as you want. But like once you've gotten like the mood board done, to kind of clean it up and make sure that you're finding images that you really want to capture as far as like the style goes, the lighting, the tone, things like that. You don't have to recreate every single photo, and plus you still want to like make sure that you're making something original. There's nothing wrong with like having that inspo, and I've been practicing that a little bit. I know stepping out of your comfort zone is a little scary, but like it definitely helps you grow, and I think it's a great part in a learning lesson to be a better photographer and to also like, you know, have like some foundational stuff in like certain areas. While it's good to like have like a specific lighting style that, you know, fits you, that you prefer, I think it's just as important to like learn like other lighting styles and using those lighting styles so you can get comfortable with that, and also use that depending on certain concepts that you have. Knowing how to utilize different types of light is like fundamental with like the lighting sector. Learning how to use different compositions and trying out different compositions, things like that. But I think that would be important and great instead of just doing like the same thing, just to like try and spice it up. And I wrote this point down because I had someone tell me recently to never limit myself, especially with like the creative realm. And I say that for everyone too. Never limit yourself. While it's good to like have something you're comfortable with, being in like a comfortable spot for a long time is just gonna keep you stagnant. If you step out of that, who knows what new worlds will be introduced to you. I I mentioned previously in this video that I sometimes doubt whether or not I should continue with photography, and how I feel bad when certain shoots don't go as I planned or as I imagined. It's not really good to be unkind to yourself as you're learning something, because you're not gonna be a perfectionist overnight. Whatever mistake you made from one shoot, apply those corrections for the next shoot. And this also as well, for me personally, this is like my perfectionism coming out, because I do want to be a good photographer and I have goals set for myself that I want to accomplish. Like, yes, apply some pressure to yourself, but don't be too hard on yourself either. Those are the things that I'm learning so far in my photography journey. If you guys can relate to any of the points I've mentioned, or if you have a point of your own that I hadn't mentioned, please comment down below. I would love to have like a discussion going on, but please keep it cute and polite in the comments. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try and be more active, y'all. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you are interested in more content from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.